Commander Zethak of the Valerian Collective had studied dozens of species across the galaxy. Each followed predictable patterns during first contact: fear, then curiosity, then either submission or negotiation. The Collective's advanced technology and diplomatic protocols had never failed to establish peaceful relations within standard cycles. Humans, however, were proving to be an anomaly. The massive Valerian vessel Truthseeker hung in the void above Earth's third moon, its crystalline, hull-refracting starlight into prismatic displays of power. Zethak stood before the central communication array, his 6 arms working frantically across holographic interfaces as his species' most sophisticated translation algorithms struggled to decode the primitive radio signals emanating from the blue-green world below. "Initial contact established," announced Subcommander Lithara, her melodic voice carrying the trained patience of a seasoned diplomat. "The humans have responded to our greeting frequencies." Zethak's primary eyes focused on the translation matrix. The Collective's first message had been simple, transmitted in mathematical sequences and basic pictographs. "We come in peace. We wish to learn about your species. What are your intentions toward the greater galactic community?" The human response was unexpected. "Sir," Lithara's voice carried a note of confusion. "The translation appears to be complete, but I believe there may be an error in the linguistic processor." "Display the message," Zethak commanded, his tertiary arms already reaching for the manual override controls. The holographic display materialized before them, showing the decoded human transmission in flowing Valerian script. "Thanks for the math homework, but we're busy right now. Please state your business or prepare to eat plasma." Silence filled the command chamber. Zethak's species had evolved past the concept of crude threats millennia ago. Such aggressive posturing was typically found only in pre-spaceflight civilizations, yet these humans had somehow detected the Truth-Seeker's approach from beyond their own solar system. "Perhaps," Lithara offered diplomatically, "their translation systems are as primitive as their technology appears to be. Shall we transmit a clarification?" Zethak nodded, though something deep in his genetic memory, some ancestral warning, made his bioluminescent patches flicker with unease. The Collective sent another message, this time including detailed mathematical proofs, star charts, and peaceful imagery depicting various galactic species living in harmony. "We are explorers and diplomats. We seek knowledge and friendship. Your world shows signs of emerging intelligence. We would share our wisdom and learn of your culture. What knowledge do you seek from the stars?" The human response came faster, this time, and with it, something that made Zethak's blood chill despite the controlled atmosphere of the ship. "Cool ships. How many of you are up there, and how much firepower are you packing? Also, do you happen to have any rare earth metals we could borrow, permanently?" Before Zethak could formulate a diplomatic response, the ship's proximity alarms began screaming. His sensor officer, tech specialist Vorthun, looked up from his console with what could only be described as bewilderment. "Sir, they're launching something. Multiple objects, sir, from the planet's surface." "Impossible," Zethak muttered. "They barely have spaceflight capability. Our intelligence suggests they've only recently achieved basic orbital mechanics." The tactical display showed dozens of small objects accelerating toward them at impossible speeds. Zethak watched in fascination as the primitive missiles, for that's what they clearly were, deployed what appeared to be nuclear warheads mid-flight, only to reveal secondary payloads that burned with the distinctive signature of antimatter reactions. "Sir," Vorthun's voice cracked with something approaching panic. "These aren't primitive weapons. The humans have somehow weaponized quantum tunneling effects. They're creating localized space-time distortions to increase projectile velocity beyond theoretical maximums." Zethak stared at the tactical display as more launches appeared across Earth's surface. The humans weren't just shooting at them. They were shooting at them with weapons that violated several known laws of physics. "How is this possible?" Lithara whispered. "Our surveys indicated they only recently discovered nuclear fusion." Another transmission arrived from Earth, this one accompanied by what appeared to be technical specifications and a cheerful audio message that the translators rendered as, Hey, space friends. Hope you don't mind the light show. We figured you'd want to see what we've been working on during those long winter nights. By the way, that's not even our good stuff. Want to see our really fun toys? The first wave of human weapons struck the Truth Seeker's shields with enough force to make the massive vessel shudder. Zethak watched his shield generators, technology that had protected collective ships for 10,000 years, begin to fluctuate under the assault. Sir, Forthun reported, his voice now openly terrified. They're not trying to destroy us. The impacts are precisely calibrated to test our defensive capabilities. They're probing our technology. As if to confirm his assessment, another message arrived from Earth. Nice shields. Quantum crystalline matrix with embedded dark matter reinforcement, right? We've been working on something similar, but we went with weaponized gravity wells instead. Want to see? Before Zethak could order a retreat, space around the Truth Seeker began to bend. The humans weren't just launching missiles. They were somehow manipulating gravitational forces from the surface of their planet, creating localized distortions that pulled at the ship's hull with inexorable force. Full retreat, Zethak commanded. Emergency jump coordinates. Get us out of this system now. As the Truth Seeker prepared for emergency hyperjump, one final message reached them from the blue-green world below. Leaving so soon? We were just getting warmed up. Don't be strangers. Next time, maybe bring snacks. We'll bring the explosions. Fair warning, though. We've got your hyperspace signature now, just in case you decide to bring friends. The jump to hyperspace felt like salvation. In the safety of the void between stars, Zethak began composing his report to the Collective Council. It would be brief, and it would change galactic policy forever. Species designation, human. Recommendation, avoid all contact. Do not engage. Do not approach. Mark system as restricted zone. These beings respond to diplomatic inquiry with advanced warfare demonstrations. They appear to conduct scientific research by weaponizing theoretical physics. Most concerning, they seem to enjoy addendum. They may have developed faster-than-light tracking capabilities. Recommend immediate relocation of all collective outposts within 50 parsecs. Personal note, I believe they were flirting with us. The Collective Council would later classify Earth as a Category Omega system, a designation previously reserved for phenomena like black holes and sentient supernovas. The sign posted on all navigational charts was simple. Here be humans. Proceed at own risk. Bring weapons. They appreciate the effort.